Assalamu alaikum everyone. Okay, so today's video is going to be slightly different. I'm going to talk about boys, as in boyfriends. And this video can be, or I hope will be beneficial to any single woman or any young girl from the ages of 16 or whatever age you start to have a boyfriend, I don't know, until you get married. I think before I go on, I just let you know I'm outside and I'm loving the weather in Oman. It's beautiful, so I wanted to make this opportunity because I know once summer comes, there's no way I'll be able to make a video outdoors. So I am just outside my house, and you'll probably hear cars passing by and roadworks going on and stuff like that. But I hope you'll still be able to hear me clearly. And children playing, which are not my kids, by the way. They're just, I guess, neighbors' kids. So as I was saying, I want to, before I get... interruption. Bear with me, the weather's so nice, so you just let me enjoy this while I make this video for you. Before I get into the advice, let me tell you a bit more about me, especially those who are newly subscribed to my channel. I'm not as young as I look. Many of you seem to think that I'm in my teens, which is such a compliment, but I'm not. I'm in my 30s, 32 to be exact. And no, I'm not afraid of sharing my age because it's just a fact, and why should I hide behind it? Why don't I just say it? Anyway, that's a whole different story. So I'm 32. I was married for 9 years. I am no longer married, and I have 2 girls. So why I'm saying this, just so that you know that I'm not some person who really doesn't know what I'm talking about. I kind of have an idea because of my history, because of my life experience. And I hope that whatever I share with you will be beneficial, because the only reason why I'm sharing it with you is because I want to save you lots of time and heartache. And yeah, anyway, I hope you'll enjoy this. First thing I wanted to say is that this video, although I'm a Muslim, the message I have in this video can be beneficial, I hope will be beneficial to any single woman. From the ages you start having a boyfriend, I don't know how old it is, and until you get married. Okay, let's start with this. Live your life, meaning that because we're in a society that's so open and we are in contact with guys and stuff like that, especially when we hit our teen years, then the hormones come into place and we kind of get attracted to the opposite sex and want to have a relationship with them. I totally understand where you're coming from and what you're feeling, but you at the age of, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, you're still too young to understand what that kind of relationship is, as the love. And I'm not saying what you're feeling is not love. To you it's love, I understand, but I want you to just pause that for a minute and concentrate on you. Especially us women, we need to know who we are in order to know what we want. And if at an early age you seem to think you know who you want, that means you haven't figured out who you are yet. You're still too young. You still need to finish your education, you need to get a job, you need to work on you in order to find the person who will fit into who you are and what you're all about. So as much as you feel you want to get into a relationship, please don't at such an early age, because of the reasons I explained. Some of you do have boyfriends, and I'm not going to go into the religion point of view here, because if you're a Muslim, you know the religious point. I'm just talking about if you have a boyfriend, do not make them a priority in your life, because they haven't made you a priority in theirs. And what do I mean by that is, a man has a plan, and if he hasn't achieved his plan, and then you are not to fit into it yet. And by that I mean a man, in order for him to become a man, needs to be the provider. He needs to have some sort of income, whether he starts his own business or starts working. So prior to that, he needs to have an education. So if you're at an early age become involved or whatever it is, it's too young. This relationship is going to go on for ages, and why waste that kind of time, because you don't even know down the line if you're going to be together with him or not. So what's the point? As I was saying, man has a plan, so he has to be the provider, he has to get a job or whatever, start his own business. It has to be a continuous kind of thing in order for him to actually come to propose, to start a relationship with you that will be meaningful, will hopefully end up in marriage. So girls spend too much thinking of pleasing the boyfriend, and I'll do this for him and I'll do that for him. And why are you doing all that for him? Because he hasn't done anything for you yet. A man, when he wants a woman, will actually do anything he can to get her. Meaning, he will go through the right channels. I'm not saying the other things that men do. He will go through the right channels, as in he will speak to his parents, which will speak to your parents, because he wants to make this official. He wants everyone to know that you are his. And if a man hasn't done it, it means you are not in his future plan. I have a paper here where I wrote all my points. I'm just going through them. I wrote here, ladies, listen to me carefully. As Steve Harvey says, we are the prize. If a man wants you, as I said before, he will approach you. If a man is not interested in you, he will not approach you. Some men are scared of approaching women, but I say to those men, you have to man up. Yes, they are scared. Why? Because as always, or as most of us do, we always fear rejection. But the thing is, if you never approach, you will never know. You will never know, and you'll just live with that big question mark in your life. So if you, this goes to men, if you like a woman or a girl, you approach her. And then you see the response you get. Either you get a good sign that yes, you can go through the next step, which is eventually get to know each other and then inform the parents parallel to that, so everybody's in the open. Or unfortunately, you will get rejection, which, I'm sorry, it's part of life. It's painful at the time when it happens, it's devastating, I understand. But then at least you know. You won't spend your whole life thinking, oh, I wish I spoken to her, I wish I knew, what if, at least that's out. The reason why I decided to do this video is because I wanted to give advice to women who maybe don't have people who give advice to. So I have, alhamdulillah, quite a lot of sisters who ask me for advice. We ladies need to set up some standards. We need to know that we are the prize. We need to know that we can't expect to have a relationship with anybody. No matter how society pushes us, I'm with a boyfriend, do you have a boyfriend? Hello? No, I don't have a boyfriend because I'm focusing on me and what I want in my life. If a man, or if a guy, or us as humans in general, if we like something, we go and get it. Let me give you a quick example. Us ladies, I'm not referring to us as products for what I'm about to tell you, but if you see something you like and it's expensive, what are you going to do? You're going to do whatever you can to get it, correct? She set some standards. You need to have a job, you need to be whatever. She has some whatever your standards may be. Check Steve Harvey if you don't know what I'm talking about. He's big on standards. If you have that, then the guy knows that you're serious and you are not to be messed around with, and that you don't waste time. And time is precious, as we all know. If at a young age we start getting into relationships early, all we do is wasting time. People say, oh, but I get experience. I'm sorry, you get experience having boyfriends. That's not something to put on your CV. That's nothing to be proud of, to have experience having boyfriends. And for those who think, oh, I know him so well, we've been together for da years, and now we're getting married, and okay, that's good that you're getting married, but I feel you think you know him, but let me tell you, marriage is a whole different ballgame. You don't know the person until you actually live with them or travel with them. Also, I've been told. But really, you discover things about that person when you're living with them, because it's not the same as dating. When you meet or you date, everybody's looking the best they can, and you meet for a couple of hours and then everybody parts and they go home. When you're married, of course, that's not the case. You're actually living there 24 hours, you're together, you're living together, so it's a whole different thing. So don't think you know the person until you've lived with them. Find when the time is right, it will happen. For all those ladies who are single, don't despair and think I will forever be alone. I believe that Allah has a plan for each and every one of us, no matter what our situation is. You have to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that He is keeping something special for you. So have faith in that and don't despair. Inshallah, you will one day forever meet the perfect person for you. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if this video was a bit all over the place. I wanted to finish quickly because my battery is still blinking, so I don't want it to die on me. I hope these were beneficial. This is just, I feel like I'm an elder sister giving advice to so many young girls who watch my videos. I think, ladies, you are the prize. You have to remember that. You are special, you are beautiful, you are worth the time, you're worth the effort for somebody to have you in their lives. So do not ever forget that. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Until I see you in my next one, take care.